Wake up to reality.
In Battle of Khenia, year 1295 to 97, Maharaja Daksin Rai, the Hindu warrior who defeated Delhi Sultanate and is worshipped as a deity in Sundarban. After the victory of Balia, Basanti and Bhagirathpur, Jafar Khan removed Ghazis Sufi and turned himself to be the leader of Pandua and attacked the areas of Jeshon Nodia, which is the region of Maharaja Mukut Rai's kingdom. Daksin Rai, the lord of Athero Bhati, Chandrabodon Chandrakai, Brakhobahan Daksin Rai, ঢাল তলোয়ার টাঙ্গি হস্তে দক্ষিণ রায় নমস্তে, ruler of Badabon Daksin Rai. He is popular as both riding on horseback or on tiger. People of Sundarban actually worship his heavenly idol. His yearly puja is typically hung on the 1st of Magh month. In many spots, this puja is apparently finished on one of the times of Magh or Buddha Purnima or inside it.
Middle age Bengali poets like Madhavacharya, Krishnaram Das, Haridatta, Rudradev have composed many verses on his life. It is called Rai Mangal. Krishnaram Das says, Krishnaram Birochiro Rairo Mongol, Poshipunno Ritu Chandra Shokero Botsor, which implies Krishnaram's Rai Mangal was written on 1608 AD or approximately in 17th century. In 1235 AD, for the second time, after Ariraj Viswak Shankar Viswarup Sen, Ariraj Ashar Shankar Surya Sen took the throne of Bikrampur. In any case, he is essential for a furious assault by the Turks. In present circumstances, Prabhakar and Amatya of Sen Raj dynasty had to take the responsibility of the administration of lower Khari Mandal of the Pundavardhana Bhukti in the lower area of South Bengal. According to historian Rajinikanth Chakraborty, he established his capital near present-day Diamond Harbour. Because of his shrewdness strategies, the Turkish powers were driven out of the Gulf. Pirangana Narayani was the wife of King Prabhakar. From ancient times, the Sundarban region has been known as Athero Bhati Desh. There are also different opinions about the naming of 18 Bhati. For the example, 18 unique small large rivers flow through the forest and merge into the sea. Based on that number, Sundarban is called Athero Bhati Desh. Or according to some other historians, it is called Athero Bhati because there exist 18 individual small or big islands in the coastal region. Biography of Athero Bhati Adhipati Daksin Rai. Like the Sen ruler, Prabhakar Rai was also a great devotee of Bhagwan Sadasiv. He got the Vardhan of having a son. It is said that Sadasiv himself took the avatar and was born as his child, as Daksin. Muni mukhe suniya Nripati Prabhakar Sadasiv sebiya pailo putrobor. Apuni hoinu giya taharo nandon bosailo naborajyo katiya kanon. At the point when child grew up, Prabhakar wedded him to Lilavati and set him on the king's position of Khari. The time period between 1248 to 1259 AD, Prabhakar took the sannyas by handing over the charge of the country to Daksin Rai. His sannyas name was Dandebhaksa Muni or Mani Thakur. Daksin Rai is regarded as the overall ruler of the Sundarban, honored as Athero Bhati Adhipati or the lord of 18 Bhatis. He was a Dharma Yodha and was a warputra of Sadasiv who resisted the attacks of Ghazis. In 1292 to 1293, Rukuddin Feroz Shah, sitting in the Mahanad of Bihar Lakhnauti, sent his dedicated general Jafar Khan Ghazi to South Bengal to convert the infidel Kafirs. Jafar Khan Ghazi originally assaulted Triveni and Saptagram. Triveni is crushed. Khan destroyed the renowned Vishnu temple, Saupra Mandir, Haragauri Mandir, Ganga Mandir built by Bijay Sen, Ballal Sen and Lakshman Sen, transformed the temple complex into a mosque. Jafar Khan Ghazi had 3 children. They are Ain Khan, Gain Khan and Bara Khan Ghazi. Jafar Khan Ghazi sent his third child Bara Khan Ghazi to Islamize Lower Bengal around 1296 AD. Maharaj Mukut Rai managed at Bijaynagar, north of the inlet. Mukut Rai was a relative of Daksin Rai. Bhati's king Daksin Rai helped Mukut Rai in the fight. With the spread of Islam in Lower Bengal, Bara Khan's eyes fell on Champawati, the daughter of King Mukut Rai. Attack on Bijaynagar. Dokhin Namete Rai, Rajar Gosai, Tar Samotul Bir Tribhuvan Nai. Translation: There is no king like Daksin Rai in Tribhuvan. Back in 1297, the commander of Delhi Sultanate Jafar Khan Ghazi sent his son Bara Khan Ghazi against these three kingdoms of Bhati Bongo. Indeed, that Daksin Rai more than once remained as a safeguard before Bara Khan Ghazi. However, one day Bara Khan got the report from an impostor that Daksin Rai isn't in the Khadi, he is in the south going to visit the Tirtha and Ghazi made the most of the chance. He brought an enormous armed force and laid an attack on Bijaynagar. The news arrived at Daksin Rai. He surged towards Bijayanagar with his Rudra Saino. However, then Mukut Rai was killed in the fight and his wife and little sons chose to die with dignity. Into the lake of Ramsantal, Bara Khan caught the crown princess Champawati. To save Champawati, Daksin Rai agreed to hand over Vijayanagar to Bara Khan Ghazi. In this manner, the two agreed to immediate non-aggression. Maharaja Bhudev Rai, the Ghazi slayer and the liberator of Triveni. In the late 1292, Triveni Saptagram area became a stronghold for Muslim raiders and Sufis who were funded by Delhi Sultanates and their counterparts in Bengal, and their main motive was to convert all the Srihatanis in southern part of Bengal and claim those areas under their rule. Jafar Khan Ghazi and his son Bara Khan Ghazi were the main people who led attacks of small Hindu kingdoms and converted them either by power or doing traitorous attack. Small Hindu kingdoms like Balia, Basanti and Bhagirathpur fought with full force but sadly failed. Forcefully conversion was at its peak. Hindu women were being raped, men who opposed were being killed brutally, a lot of temples were being just demolished. Only Man Nripati and Daksin Rai were successfully repelling the attacks. In this time, in further Raj, a pious and powerful king Maharaja Bhudev Rai ruled in Bhudia kingdom. He was only king who kept his kingdom independent in Raj for 2 decades against Uliyag Khan, Shah Sufi, Jafar Khan and Bara Khan Ghazi. At this time, Daksin Rai was planning to ashram them from southern Bengal. Maharaja Bhudev Rai's capital was in Bhedia village of West Bardhaman. He has an incredible army, very well trained in Raibese and had a greater cavalry. All the Radiya warlords like Ugrakshatriya, Vargakshatriya and Mallas were the part of his army, as both of them were fighting for the same reason that brought them closer. Battle of Mahanad, 1303 AD. These two kings ruling in two different sides of Bengal made an alliance because of their common enemy, Islamic invaders. In the time when Daksin Rai was planning to ashraf the Ghazis, Raja Bhudev Rai joined him. They planned a double-sided attack on Triveni. As per plan, Maharaj Bhudev Rai suddenly attacked Triveni with his huge strong armed force and war broke out between Jafar Khan and Maharaj Bhudev Rai. Maharaj's army being pumped up defeating Yavans from their land fought like being blessed by Mahakal himself, cutting down the enemies with full force. At the last, Bhudev Rai met Jafar Khan Ghazi in Mahanad near Tribeni and Itachunga. Bhudev Rai's sword met Ghazi's throat and Jafar Khan Ghazi was beheaded by Maharaja Bhudev Rai. The cutted head were lying on the boundaries of Mahanad. In some moments, Sanatanis crossed Ghazi's forces and started going towards Khenia, where Maharaja Daksin Rai was fighting with Bara Khan Ghazi. There was a temporary coexistence between them, but within a few days, enmity started between the two powers over the rights of the lower region. Fighting started again. Daksin Rai declared Dharma Yuddha against the Mlecchas. However, this artificial compromise didn't last long. They stood eye to eye in the boundaries of Khenia. The Vargakshatriya, Pandua Dhali fighters of Sundarban joined Daksin Rai. This time, the local warlords of Sundarban area joined Daksin Rai to save the sovereignty of Bhati. The balance was tightened in favor of Daksin Rai. Bara Khan couldn't stand the legitimate face-to-face fight. That's where the story took an unexpected turn. Raja Bhudev Rai invaded Tribeni and joined the forces of Daksin Rai. Jafar Khan was caught off guard and his army were annihilated. Jafar Khan Ghazi were beheaded and his headless body was brought to Triveni while his head was lying in the boundaries of Mahanad. Moreover, news came to him that Jafar Khan Ghazi lost his life in a fight. Daksin Rai in front, Bhudev Nripati towards the back, had the last liberty to retreat and leave away. leaving the fight another day. Bara Khan was soundly defeated and took shelter in Sadga fort. Daksin Rai's gallantry kept threatening to Bara to withdraw their force. Bara Khan has no choice but to surrender. Thus, the Vidharmi Mlecho forces were annihilated. Sadly, while people remember Jafar Khan Ghazi, no one remembers the great king Maharaja Bhudev Rai. However, Bara Khan couldn't enter in Bhati until Daksin Rai's death in 1313 AD. Daksin Rai is as yet honored as the savior of the people of Sundarban.